Okay, well, we're live and we're back because the
Oh,
cars are about to move. So, for those of you that have stuck it out through the rain, we have a race in air quotes. We don't know exactly
yeah,
what that is going to entail. What we do know is that Red Bull repaired Perez's car and he will be out on the track. So, we will have all 20 cars. We have
yeah.
a green
It
light.
light's definitely green.
The light is green and the safety car is off and
It's off.
Verstappen is out. And so there we go. All right. Apparently Lance Stroll also made some modifications to the rear wing and that's being investigated by the stewards. So, the complexity of this, there is a 3-hour time limit from the official race start time, which was 3 o'clock local time, so when you must finish all sort of proceedings. That was suspended 2 hours in, which gave the which gave F1 essentially 1 hour to then
You can't
race.
see anything behind the person.
Yeah. And so the 1 hour clock has now restarted. And yes, you can't see a damn thing. You can literally just see the safety car and Max Verstappen, who is to the right of it. But you couldn't even see the Williams
Yeah, you
behind.
couldn't even see the Williams behind him.
Oh my
You
goodness.
can't see anything. I think it's to be honest with you, I think it's just going to be 2 laps, and that's going to be it.
It could be. We could do 2 laps and get half point classification. That could
I
be it.
don't.
Perez will start in last, but at least he's on the track. Half points, yeah.
I mean, from this camera angle, it doesn't look as bad. Nah, but then this is bad too. If you're in the middle, I don't think you see anything.
If you're in the middle, yeah. The thing is, after a few laps, it might actually get better because at that point you have a racing line and the
Yeah,
sort of the
that's what
water
I'm
will have
thinking. Maybe they
dissipated.
actually maybe they actually just throw them out on the track to do these laps for like 20 like 10 minutes to try to dry it out and then
Yeah.
run them.
You could just kind of go around the safety lap a couple with the safety car a couple times. That
It
looks a little
looks
better.
it
This is
doesn't look as bad
the
there,
bus stop chicane over here. Yeah, it looks a little better.
but it also like it's once they start hitting like 200 is
No,
when
I
it
mean,
starts
are you actually going to
yeah,
hit
like
200 miles
150
an hour in
or
this?
150 plus. It's when they start actually going so fast where it's the problem. That's when it
Yeah, and now is for the
yeah, I
drivers. You got
mean
to get sort of back into race mode here. So Lando Norris taking a bit of a nap during the little break. Toto looking on, looking a little nervous,
checking his cell phone
checking
probably.
his cell phone, checking his rule book to see what the heck what happened with Perez.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think the track.
The
I
track
don't think it
seems.
look. I don't. It doesn't.
Oh my, this is the onboard here. Oh, this
Yeah,
is Perez. All right.
I mean he's at the back.
You know, this looks like one of those crazy wet rides at Disney World, right? Where it's like continuously spraying you with water from above.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely nothing you can. There's absolutely nothing you can necessarily do.
It's kind of crazy though the stunt that Red Bull have pulled to get the Perez car back on the track.
It's pretty genius. Not that I think they're really going to try to overtake things during this. I'm just yeah. It's crazy how it just straight up just hasn't stopped raining.
So they've
Just
completed
one of
one
those
lap. So
days.
this lap should now actually count towards the race total.
Yes.
Interesting. So there was supposed to be a 44 lap race. Apparently, every aborted
Every
start
delay.
counts
Yeah.
as one. So we're saying we're now down to 39, and like they did the formation lap and then one more, and then we just technically did another formation lap and are going on our second one, so that would be two. To be honest, nobody knows what the hell's going on. Not even
Yeah, I
no.
don't think really anybody has any clue what's going on right now. But I, if Max, yeah, this is very good scenario for Red Bull, to be honest with you.
8 points separating Verstappen and Hamilton. Hamilton taking the points lead back after Hungary.
That's a crazy safety car like seatbelt.
Got to be ready to go.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the race is gonna full restart here, as Max also saying that it's not very that it's not much better.
Well, definitely tune in here on the Discord if you want to see what we're seeing. The race timer has been ticking down, so 54 minutes. We will not complete all the laps. There's no way to do that.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
At most, you get a timed race. Perez kind of counter to what we've been saying. A little better in the back is what he's been saying.
Interesting. Wait, so Perez says it's fine
Perez is saying
on
it's
the
okay for on
back,
the backside.
and
Yeah.
then Hamilton says he can't go flat out, which I'm not surprised about.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't expect you to be able to go quite flat out. At
Because the
least,
track itself, actually, if you're looking at the track, it doesn't look that terrible. I think what they're saying, and I agree with, is that it's still consistently raining.
our map is moving though.
Yeah, our map is
Our
tracking
map
them
is
all.
tracking correctly. So that is in fact how we are playing a little bit of follow the leader. And apparently Alonso Botas, we have a fastest lap,
Bottas has the fastest lap. Yeah, question mark.
but he's
Nice.
out
Good
of the
job.
points. So
Good
that's
job,
two laps
Valtteri.
that we've completed. Safety car still out.
They're all trying to like pump it down Rouge right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. It's not great.
Yeah, this one's crazy though, where you just can't see the car behind at all, even though it's like maybe less than 100 meters. It's
Yeah,
for sure
right.
less than 100 meters, right? This looks okay here.
Oh, the safety car almost just freaking spun out right there. Yeah, somebody should, Verstappen should still try to get the fastest lap,
Yeah, I don't know how you would
right?
award that.
I don't think it matters. Yeah, I
But
don't know how it works, to be honest with you,
Verstappen
but
can't
technically,
like Verstappen has the hardest time being the fastest lap because he has to follow the safety car.
yeah, it's true.
So he has to be paced there, right? Whereas like if you're behind, you could in theory like put a 20-second gap between you and the next guy and then just make it all up in the next one, and we've just
Yeah,
gone
and
under
it's gonna
red.
get red flagged. And now the cars will be suspended and go back to the pit lane.
Okay, right, but we
But they
have
have the
completed the
2
laps.
laps, so technically these count.
All right, well this would
So this one technically finishes the race, no?
yeah, this I think
If
technically
they
finishes
don't
the race.
restart it within the 50 minutes?
Right. Well, no. So a red flag stops the should stop the
Oh,
well, a
stop
red
the
flag would stop
counter.
the
No,
race clock.
yeah, it doesn't stop the
It
other.
correct. It does not stop. the other. It does not stop the other clock. So basically, in the next 50 minutes, that's it. Game. Game over. Tim saying the safety car is out and they're still racing. They're just basically following the safety car. They got 2 laps done, so that technically counts as a qualification or a classification rather, which would mean that Verstappen and half points, as Verstappen would win the race. George Russell would come in second for his first podium. Hamilton third, Ricardo fourth, Vettel, Gasly, Ocon, Leclerc, Latifi, Sainz would be your top 10.
Yeah, it has to be pretty interesting too. All the cars are actually too cold to necessarily run in these temperatures, which is quite fascinating. Which is we've never been in that situation. We typically always have it's too hot. So
Yeah, too hot. Yeah, well, I mean, I appreciate everybody hanging around this morning. It has been just a bizarre, bizarre morning, or afternoon rather, in Belgium, where we got restarted here, tried to get the race off, could not. Yeah, and I think the Monday race option is also off the table at this point. So
yeah,
that's
they've
that's not
already
going to
done the 2
happen.
laps,
Yeah,
so they have 48 minutes to either run or not. Is basically what it's come to, and I don't think they will be running.
I don't think they will be running. As you see there on the map, all the cars have returned to the pit lane. The tents are out. The safety car is parked.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it'll ever actually stop raining, so it probably won't unfortunately start.
Lewis jumping out of the car, rather outspoken on the radio about the poor conditions. Yep, tires back on, tire covers back on. Well, George Russell might get his podium.
Yeah, George Russell technically gets his podium then. He gets second in the
He,
race if he
he,
does finish now.
he might
And
have a trophy.
Max would end up with 8 more points. So
No,
that's pretty
it's
good.
12,
Or
right?
half. Yeah, yeah.
12 and a half? 13.
Yeah, Max would technically win this. This is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
he would
It's
get
pretty interesting for
12.
them.
Let me see what the implication of that is, actually. If I remember, it's 25 points for first and 15 for third. So 12 and a half points to Max, 7.5 to Lewis, which would give, so it's a 5 point advantage for Max, which would bring the gap down to 13. No, three, sorry, three. 3 points would be the gap from currently where it stands at
That would
8.
make it a little more exciting.
Well, it's already exciting, but yes. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly. Make it even closer.
it is.
Well, I'd probably say I think we'll be back if the race starts, but I don't know if the race is ever gonna actually start.
Yeah, I don't think the race is ever going to actually start at this point. This will probably be it. Uh, we don't think the weather's going to get better. And I think, I think the teams would rather just be like, well, let's just make a decision and move on.
Yeah, I'd
Unfortunate
have to
because
agree with you.
this was going to be gearing up to be quite, we were very excited for this weekend.
Yeah, this was supposed to be one of the better or more exciting races, I would have to say.
What if Lewis crashes on the scooter? Crashes on the scooter in the rain. Yep, the conditions were poor. I crashed on the scooter.
Interesting.
Well, the tires are even off. Well, okay, so Basically, I would think that they'd have to give the teams at least a 10-minute warning. Uh, yeah, this might be the end. All right, folks, I think we're gonna call it
Yeah, I
here.
think this is.
Unfortunate, unfortunate. We will see you all next week in Zandvoort in
Yeah,
the
it's technically
Netherlands.
not official, but within the next 20 minutes, it most likely will be official.
It will be, yeah, official that this is going to be, this might be it. So, all right. So, first place, Max Verstappen. Second place, Russell. George Russell from Williams with his first podium in Formula One. Technically, still gets a
Technically, yeah,
trophy.
he technically gets a
Technically,
trophy
still
for
gets a
this,
trophy for
which is
this.
pretty awesome.
Yep. And then third place will be Lewis Hamilton. And so the question in chat there of is it canceled? Well,
It's
the race technically isn't canceled. The race technically is just 2 laps and done. So the remainder of the race will just end, basically. Half points will be awarded, and the championship race between Lewis and
it's
Verstappen
getting even closer.
will narrow to just 3 points after the end of this one. So I think that's going to be it. We'll leave the Discord up for folks.
Yeah, the Discord will stay up. Don't forget drop a subscribe. If you want to watch the Discord, just hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be able to see the Discord in there. And then you can keep watching along. I'm gonna keep it up, but we will come live if they start racing live, but I don't think they will be. So
Yeah. And other than that, we'll see you next week in the Netherlands. Cheers.
awesome. Take care.